STL Live. I'm Sarah Thompson, and my guest today is Pascal of the Pascal Show. Thank you again for being here.
No problem.
I know you're busy, and you're going to be up early in the morning because you now have a radio show, an early morning radio show. Tell me about it.
Well, the radio show, what do I say? It's a daily, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. talk show where I just, whatever comes off the top of the dome, we talk about. Everything from trending news, we have interviews, the whole nine. So it's a fun show. It's just a longer version of my TV show.
And where can people tune into it?
You can tune into WGNU 920 AM, also 106.9 FM.
Okay. In the morning. So how is that transition for you from TV? We were just talking about you're aware all the time about the cameras. That's always in the back of your mind as not just a filmmaker and a producer, but also a host. But then you get into the studio, a radio studio, and what happens there for you? Is it drastically different or not so much?
I mean, here it is. Okay, so the way I look at it is this. Radio is a marathon. TV is a sprint. Most of the time you're kind of going, okay, you only have 5 minutes to say what you have to say on TV. Get to it. Ha ha ha. He's so funny. We'll be right back. It's really like that.
Right.
Whereas radio is kind of like you're sitting back, you're having a cup of coffee, you're talking to that person. It's more of a conversation rather than an interview. So you get to talk about, you get to have more of a more in-depth conversation with people, which is a lot of fun because sometimes you want to have a nice, relaxed trip rather than bang, 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 which, don't get me wrong, I love TV, don't get me wrong, I love it. But sometimes it's really nice to just get to know somebody and have a nice conversation. And
not have those limited time frames.
Exactly.
Or to wear your really nice suits. And I bring that up because we've got some photos of you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wearing your suits.
I'm not wearing a suit today, unfortunately.
For the radio stuff,
but
you don't have to worry about that. But let's take a look.
Yeah.
So these are obviously your interviews for your TV shows.
Yeah.
So kind of going back to that.
Mr. Gary, yeah, that's definitely not a suit, but that was with Circus Harmony, and that was crazy. I never thought I could put 3 people on top of me. Cedric Cobb. Yeah, I've had some really fun conversations on my TV show. But yeah, radio's been something new. It's something brand new, something completely different.
You've got, this is...
Oh yeah,
Sugar
Champagne
Fire.
with Sugar Fire and me in that suit.
Right.
Yeah.
You in the
I love
suit.
that
We'll
suit.
keep coming back to it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I always say this with media. I don't know if this has happened to you, but you hit this point where you've been doing it for a certain period of time, and then you're like, what next? You know? So obviously right now, your baby is the radio show, because that's starting. But I mean, when you think about where you want to go now, you've interviewed tons of people at this part. You've done your own show. You've produced, you've directed music videos. What do you see happening down the road?
World domination? I'm kidding.
Thank
Not
you for
really.
being honest. I have a soft spot for
kidding.
honesty. Thank you.
No, the goal is to get this out there, to make this brand, the Pascal Show, a national brand. So it's more than just a local St. Louis show, but I'm traveling all over the place or staying here and just bringing people flying in that are celebrities, people that are movers and shakers, politicians the whole time. Yes, I will talk to politicians. I will.
That's a good a good point. When you say the brand, what do you sort of see as that sort of core brand, the core values of your brand?
The core values of my brand, that's a very good question.
Well, when you say like the brand, do you mean like there's, and I guess I say that too because sometimes in media I think people forget that there's like a deeper meaning. It might seem like a lot of fun and you're out there, but you're really committed to doing something in a specific way.
Right.
Or getting good conversation out. And so I was just curious if that like aligns with anything that's like a core value for you about your work.
Right, okay, so the core value for me is I want to educate but also entertain. I want to have a good time. But at the same time, if it's something that makes people want to, if the conversation turns into more of a think piece, then we talk about those things. I want people to think, but I also want to have people have a good time. Not everything has to be so serious all the time, but there are times to get serious. So that's one of the things that I really care about is just having a good time, but also just getting the word out there, educating, pushing the narrative a little bit, and not just banging it over somebody's head so much. You know?
Well, you've had a lot of successes to this point, and I have no doubt with the radio show it'll follow in the same path. So thank you for being here, and thank you for joining us today. And you can follow Pascal on pretty much every social media platform there is. We've got it right there: Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You can tune into the radio show. Again, remind us station and time. Pascal,
WGNU 920 AM. 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Monday through Friday.
Okay. All right, so radio, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and everything is on the website at thepascalshow.com. All right, well, there's more STL Live right after this. Please stay with us.